Okay. Okay, so now today let's continue here. Evaluate each function for the given value. Okay. The first one here, it's saying when f of -1. Okay, if the question give you f -1, so that's mean x is equal what? -1. So we just need to substitute the x as -1, then we will get the answer. Okay, so I don't need to solve it, so I'll just show you. So as you can see here, -1, then negative, just simplify, you will get the correct final answer. Yes, you can use calculator for this. Okay, for the second one, it's saying it's saying g, okay, which is x. I don't know if screen is lagged. Choose 4. So what's the answer? It will be maybe, I don't know. Okay, so let's remove this one and see. So this is the final answer. Okay, another one. Okay, good. Now, as you can see, we have here some different examples that we need to understand. I will solve these two, and I will give you these two to solve it by yourself. Okay. So as you can see here, f plus g of x. What's that mean? How we can solve this? Hmm. Distribute what? So as we can see, first we have this function. So this function is f of x, right? Okay, and we have this function is g of x. So now here it's saying f plus g of x. How we can substitute this and this? How we can do it? Distribute first, then we just add them together. But this symbol or this one, it's similar to if I said f of x plus g of x. What's the difference between this and this? Yes, so just add them together, okay? So if you remove this one, so as you can see, just add them, then you will get the answer. Clear? Okay. This one, okay, multiply them together. Okay, so do you know how we can multiply them? How we can multiply them? Yes, so as you can see here, we have x squared minus x minus 6 times x plus 2. So we need to use distributive property. Yes. Yes, so as you can see here, we do that. Then if you multiply them, after we multiply them, we get this. Then, yes. Do you remember what's the name of the lesson when we integrate math 3? Multiplying polynomials. Yes. Okay. This one, subtract them. You already solve it? Yes, solve it. Yes, by yourself. Solve this too. This one and this one. And show me. يلا يا ملا. Let's let me show you the answer for both of them. So as you can see here, the minus should be something like this. Then we have the division x minus 3. Okay, clear? It's okay. You can just cut from any other one. Okay, here another question. Okay, here we have a small different thing. So as you can see here, it's just putting a small circle. So a small circle means it's not mean multiply or divide or something. Okay, so this circle means what? Do you know? Anyone have idea? No idea? Okay. The small circle. Do you have any idea about the small circle? Here. Yes, you're right. So when we have f and small circle with g, so that's mean f inside g of x. Yes, do you remember this one? Okay, so now f of x. Okay, so now we will replace x with what? G of x. So that's mean we have all of these two x's. What we will replace them? We will replace them with this. Okay, so now if let me do the first step so just not confuse you. So as you can see here, we have f of x. Okay, oh sorry, f of g of x. Okay, so what it will be? So 3 times x squared. So x should be what? 4x plus 2, all of that to the power of 2. Okay, right? Then plus 2 times 4x plus 2 minus 1. So this is the first step. Okay, you just substituting a function, okay, in a function. Okay, then girls, what's wrong? Yes, Mira. Okay, so as you can see, the first step, you are putting one function in another like this. So now f of g of x, okay, equal 3 4x plus 2 squared plus 2 4x plus 2 minus 1. So how we can simplify this? Yes, Madeline. Why did I square root? Because in the question I didn't factor anything. I just replaced, sorry, I just replaced this x with this function here. Okay, and this x has a power of 2. So I just put this equation here with the power of 2. Okay, then now you can just simplify. So what do you think the next step? Square, so we square this. Okay, so if we square this, it will become 16x squared plus 16x plus 2, right? Then what we need to do? Yes, distribute it for everyone here. Okay, after we distribute, okay, what we'll do? Yes, add the like term. So as you can see here, that's how we can add the like term. We will get this very nice, beautiful function. Huh? Sorry? This we call this one as a composition of function. We just how we can say, you put all the function in Blender and you will get with a new function. Okay, like when you put a banana, avocado, or something, you will get a very nice juice. So this is a very nice function. Okay, thank you. Is it delicious? Okay, okay. Can you find for me the g of x of g of g of f of x? Yes. Sorry. Can you find it for me? This one? Can you find it now? Yalla, Ritaj. Ritaj. When we have f small circle g, okay, and x, what's that mean? This mean f of g of x, right? Okay. Okay, in this question that I'm asking you now, I'm asking you to find this one. G f of x. So how can we write this? What it will be? F G f of x. Then you will need to find this. You need now to replace all of this on the x here. Okay? Yeah, let's try. So is it 12x squared plus 8x minus 2? Perfect. So that means you're correct. Perfect. Well done, girls. Well done. You done? Mm. Okay, well done. Ah, did you finish it? Okay. Now, the last slide is just practicing. If you want to practice, you can practice at your home. Okay. Now let's go to the linear equation. Okay. So the linear equation, we have two objectives that we need to achieve today. So the first one, we need to students solve linear equation in different forms. Determine the lines and perpendicular line. So this is the very easy lesson that you will find in your life. Okay. Kulsum, what's wrong? Are you okay? Okay. Okay, girls. So we have two objectives, and don't forget to visit my website. Okay. So this one up question, we already did it. Halas, you don't need to do it. Okay. Now let's start with the linear equation. So as you can see here today, we have many different, let's say, ways about how we can represent the slope or the linear and so on. You already studied this one before. We just recap it. Okay, so just to memorize or make, sorry, let me put this one. Okay, first one is the standard form. Malak, please. First, the standard form. So the standard form always written like this one, which is ax plus by plus c equals 0. Okay, which means a and b and c are not both 0. Okay, because if they are 0, they will give you the no function or no form or anything. It's okay. So now a, b, c are the numbers. The slope always can be written as negative a over b. Okay, so when you have a standard form, okay, if you have the equation in a standard form and you need to find the slope very fast, so you don't need to convert it to the slope form, to the y-intercept form. So you can just divide negative a over b. So just take always the opposite sign. Okay, then we have here the x-intercept. We can find the x-intercept if we make y 0. Okay, and we can find the y-intercept when x is equal 0. Okay, then solve for both of them. Here also we have another the slope that we know. We can know the y-intercept by using c over b. This is not given from the most of the book, but I will give it to you. Okay, so from the slope is negative a over b, and y-intercept is c over b. Did you write this? Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, let's go next. Okay, now first let's graph x plus 2y minus 4 equals 0 using the x and y intercept. Okay, so how we can graph this function using the x and y intercept? Yes. Okay, so first of all, we know that, let me read this. So first, as you can see, add 4 to both sides to get x plus 2y equal 4. Okay, then after this, we need the let x 0, then solve this function for y to get 0, 2. Okay, so just put x as 0. So if we put this one x 0, then we can find y, which is divide by 2, right? Okay, so y, it will be equal to. So our first point is 0, 2. Then if we solve this one for x, so we need to replace y as 0. If we replace this one as 0, so x is equal 4. So the second point is 4 and 0. Clear? Okay. Then let's continue. So after this, then graph these 2 points and connect them on the straight line. So it will look like this one. Okay. Clear? Easy question. Easy busy. Okay. Now let's go to the next. Miss Medley. Okay, good. Okay. Next one. Okay. Can you rewrite this one equation in standard form? Yes. No, they are not in standard form. They are in the y-intercept form. I don't know. Right. Let's go and continue for the next 2 questions. Okay. Here we have another 2 questions. Negative 2, negative 1. Okay. And 0, 4 are on the line. Okay. So how we can write them in a standard form? No, you don't have to graph. Just write it in a standard form. Use these 2 points to write in a standard form. Do you know how to do it, or do you want for me to show you the first? Okay. Okay. First, as you can see, do you remember how we all that y is mx plus b, right? Okay. And how we can find the slope using 2 points? Yes, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So let's say this one is x1, this is y1. So it will be 4 minus 1 over minus 2 minus 0, right? Okay, right? So 4 minus 1 equal over negative 2. So now we have the slope, which is 5 over negative 2, which is negative 5 over 2, right? Yeah, you're right. Thank you. So this one, it will not be negative, it will be positive because I already take this one first here, then I have to take 0. Thank you. So minus minus 2. Okay? It's not okay. What's wrong with this screen? Why it's not working? Okay, let's go here. Okay, so minus minus 2, it will give you 2. So now my slope is 5 over 2. How can I find the b, which is the missing one? 4, sorry. So y equal 5 over 2x plus b. How can I find b? Y-intercept? What do you mean y-intercept, Mira? Rise over run? No, not c over b. Because we don't have c. Sorry? The intercept, what do you mean intercept? Why do you need to find the y-intercept? No, okay, I will tell you. You can choose one of these points and replace them as y and x, right? So this x, this y, okay? So let's take this point, or this one's easier because there is no negative. So this is x, this is y. So 4 equal 5 over 2, 0 plus b. So that means b is equal what? 4. So now we have the formula y equal 5 over 2x plus 4. So this is the form that you can. Yeah. Yes, y-intercept. What do you mean y-intercept is solved? How, how is the y-intercept is given? You're right. But if you have question like this, how you will find it? So I will just show you the way that you will not make any mistake because this one is easy question, but this one there is no 0. So you have to use this one. Okay? Yes, solve the second one. Yalla. After we finish the standard form, the slope intercept form, which is all of you know how we can find this. What's wrong, Mana? Okay. Okay, so as you can see, the slope is the rise over 1 and the b is the y-intercept. Okay, so how we can graph this two function? How we can graph this? Yes, y is 4, then negative goes down 1 step, then right. So 1 step to down and 2 step to right. 1, 2. So my graph will look like this, huh? Right? Okay. And this makes sense because the slope here is what? And this one is negative. Okay. How about this one? Okay. So how can I write it in y-intercept form? So y equal negative 3x plus 6, right? Okay. So now what's the y-intercept? So 4, 5, and 6. 6 is 0. Okay. So here, the first point. Okay. Then negative 3 over. So 3 steps down. So 1, 2, 3, and 1 to the right. So it should be here. So my function will be like this. Okay. Okay. It's okay. You understand it? Good. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Next one here. Okay. So as you can see here, the zeros of the function, okay, are when the line crosses the x-axis or when y equals 0 and has coordinate x 0, or you can, in the case of the slope is 0, we have the constant which is the f of x equal b. Okay. Then here we have write an equation in the slope intercept form of each line described. Okay, so as we can see, the first one is slope 8, y-intercept equal 1 minus 1. Okay, how we can write this? Yes. Okay, then slope equal 8 passes through the point negative 7 and 5 plus 5 plus 5. Okay. How we can solve this? Yes, you can insert the points. Okay, so just let me do the first step. So y equal 8x plus b, right? Okay, so you can just take this point and substitute, which is 5 equal 8, sorry, 8 negative 7 plus b. Then you can find b, then you can do the slope. Let me erase this one. Okay, so this is the first step. Yes, then we have this one here, which is plus 61. Okay, clear? Yes? Okay. Then passes it through a minus 8, 0 and 0, 0, 5. We already did this one. Yes, we already did this one before. So recall the formula here and we can, here is this one. Okay. So as you can see, same thing. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. It's your turn to do it because you already did it. Okay. Now solving linear equation. Okay, so now the solving linear equation. Okay, as you can see here. Wait, what time is it? Okay, let's stop here because we have no much time. Yes, for sure.